What's going on, guys? obZenz here, and today we're going to take a look at the generation requirements for Titanfall. Now, in Titanfall, there's generations which are like level ups, and they give you badges next to your name in the lobby, and there's 10 generations. Now, for each generation, there is a certain set of requirements you have to do to go up in generation. Now, I am generation 2. And these are my requirements at the moment. So you can see that at the moment I've got 4. Basically, I've got to kill a certain amount of enemies with the 40mm cannon. Got to kill a certain amount of Titans with the 40mm cannon. And then here's the other one with the shotgun. You've got to kill just a certain amount of enemies in general. And the next one down here called Top Gun is basically I have to kill a certain amount of pilots with that weapon. Now, we can get a more in-depth view of these challenges if we press Y on them, and it'll give us a whole list of each level. Now, to tick it off the list of regeneration requirements, you have to reach tier 5 of each challenge. So with the Top Gun, you have to reach level 5. With the If It Moves, you got to reach level 5, and the same for those first two as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually give you guys all the generation requirements for all 10 generations, so you guys know what's up, what you've got to do to achieve it. And I gotta say, there is a lot to it, but we're gonna knock it down now, so let's get into it, guys. Okay, so to go from 2nd generation to 3rd generation, what you want to do is with the EVA shotgun, you want to get 200 kills on any type of enemy, that doesn't matter, and you also want to get 50 pilot kills. With the 40mm cannon, you want to kill 200 enemies, so it can be specters, grunts, whatever, just 200 enemies killed with that, and you also need to kill 50 Titans with the 40mm cannon. That one's not too bad, that's pretty easy. The 40mm cannon is quite effective. Okay, now to go from 3rd generation to the 4th generation, we're now going to be using the R97 Compact SMG. You're going to want to kill 200 enemies with that, again, doesn't matter what, and you're also going to want to kill 50 pilots with it. Now, this time we're going to be using the plasma railgun as well, so you're going to want to kill 200 enemies with that, and you're also going to want to kill 50 Titans with it. Now, I'm not sure how hard that's going to be. I haven't used the plasma railgun yet, so I'm not sure how effective it is, but I'm sure I'll find out when I get to it. Now, the last thing to go from 3rd generation to 4th generation is to kill 50 pilots with a satchel charge. Now, that could be tricky. It's kind of pot luck. You've got to be really lucky using the satchel charges, but it can be done. I think that's not too bad. Okay, so the next one to go from 4th generation to 5th generation is we're going to be using the longbow DMR sniper. So again, we want to kill 200 enemies with that. We need to kill 50 pilots with it. Now we're going to move on to the quad rocket for our Titan weapon. We need to kill, again, 200 enemies with that, and we need to kill 50 Titans with it. Now with the charge rifle, the challenge is called critically conditioned, and that means we need to get a certain amount of critical hits with that gun, and in this case it's 10 critical hits to get that. And now with the RE45 auto pistol, just to finish this off, we need to get 200 kills with that. Okay, now to go from 5th generation to 6th generation, we're using one of my probably favourite guns so far. We're using the R101C carbine. So you need to get 200 kills with that. You need to kill 50 pilots with it. Now the weapon this time that we're using on our Titan is the arc cannon. You want to kill 200 with that, and you also want to kill 50 pilots with that. Now with the Sidewinder, that's your anti-Titan weapon. You need to kill 50 Titans with it. Now at the end of this, to finish it off, there's a challenge called the Gooser Challenge. And what you need to do to complete that challenge is kill a pilot who is ejecting 5 times. Now that's going to be pretty hard, and I think that is only the first tier of that challenge. I think it's something like, to get to unlock level or tier 5 of that challenge, I think it's something like 50 times doing that, and that's just ridiculous. That is absolutely crazy. That's going to be pretty hard to do, but there are people that have done it, so you know, it's achievable. You just keep chipping away at it, I think, but you know, it's going to take forever. Anyway, moving on, to go from 6th generation to 7th generation, we're now using the Spitfire light machine gun, 200 kills with that, and 50 kills on pilots with that. Now, this time for our Titan weapon, we're using the triple threat launcher. Now that kind of fires, I think it's 3 explosives out at once, or something like that, like a big grenade launcher. Again, 200 kills with that, 50 Titan kills there. Now this time with the mag launcher, that is our anti-Titan weapon that your pilot carries, you need to kill 50 Titans with it. Now, the challenge for this one is called Brain Surgeon, and basically that is kill 5 Titans by rodeoing them. So that's basically getting on top of them and shooting the shit out of their brain boxes. Now, I think, again, that is only the first level of that. Tier 5, I think, is like 50. That one's not too bad. That's something that I think happens a bit more frequently than killing a pilot while ejecting. But anyway, moving on. 7th generation to 8th generation, we are now using the G2A4 rifle. Again, 200 kills with that, and 50 pilot kills. Now, here we go. We're using the chain gun for our Titan, so this isn't too bad. This is probably one of my second favourite guns, right behind the 40mm cannon. But anyway, you need to kill 200 people with that. That's pretty easy, and you need to kill 50 Titans with it. Now, the other gun that we're using is the charge rifle. Again, that is an anti-Titan weapon. It kind of fires a big laser beam or something like that. I haven't really used it that much. I will do a video showing off a heap of weapon loadouts and that kind of stuff. But anyway, moving on. Charge rifle, kill 50 Titans with that. Now, the challenge on this one is called Fresh Squeezed, and basically what you have to do here is with the Strider, so the Strider Titan, you need to get 1 execution. And again, like the other challenges, I believe that this is only the first tier, so it's probably going to be around something like perform that execution 5 times, I think, or something like that. Okay, so to go from 8th generation to 9th generation, we're going to be using the CAR SMG. You need to kill 200 enemies with it, and you also need to kill 50 pilots. The next thing that we're going to do is the Executioner Challenge. This is using the Atlas Titan to perform that execution 50 times. That's where you punch through into the cockpit and rip the pilot out. And that's for tier 5, so 50 times for tier 5. Next, you want to use the Archer Heavy Rocket Launcher and kill 50 Titans. All I do is win. That's the name of this next challenge, and basically you've just got to keep winning. It's something like 50 or 100 matches to unlock tier 5. The next one is called Look Out Below, and this is where you drop your Titan on an enemy pilot. I think you need to do that, I think it's once for tier 1, so you're probably looking at about 5 to 10 for tier 5. And finally, the 40mm cannon, you need to get 10 critical hits on Titans for tier 1. Again, for tier 5, you're looking at about 50. Okay, this is it, 9th generation to 10th generation. Let's knock it down. Smart Pistol, you want to kill 50 pilots. The Hemlock BFR, 50 pilots with that. The Kraber AP Sniper, you need to kill 50 pilots with that as well. Disarmed, you need to perform the Ogre's execution. I think it's 50 times with that, so same as the Atlas, 50 times to get tier 5. MVP, this is where you come out with the most points in a match. I think you need to do that about 50 times. Deadly Apparition, it's 10 kills while cloaked for the first tier, so you're looking about 50 for tier 5. Death Reincarnated, this is an interesting one. This is where you kill ejecting pilots or kill pilots while ejecting. You need to get 10 for tier 1, so you're looking at about 50 for tier 5. Now to finish it off, you need to get 50 critical hits with the chain gun, so you're looking at something ridiculous like, I don't know, 200 and something critical hits with that all up. And last, with the plasma railgun, you're looking at 50 critical hits on Titans with that. There you go, guys. That was an absolute mouthful. There is an absolute stack of stuff there to do. This game is going to keep us busy for the next few months. You know, it's going to probably consume my whole life. I'll have to quit work to do this because there is seriously so much there. But no, seriously, guys, we're going to have an absolute blast doing this. We know it's possible because someone has actually already reached 10th generation. So that gives us something to work towards, guys. It can be done. So let's start chipping away at it. I hope you guys really found this video helpful. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all of your support is really appreciated, guys. Until the next video, have a good one.